Right, welcome back to Tels Garage. Today, back on the old Zimmy and sump gasket time. So, theoretically, I ain't got me my little helper today, it's just me. So I've got to strip this off, clean it up, new gasket, bang it back on. So that's what we're going to be doing and have a look, see about where we can put some sealant to help this seal. I've already done the big end oil seal, which I done the other day. So theoretically this is what we're all about. We'll have a look, see how much sludge is in the sump when we take the sump off as well. So yeah, this is a BMW r50 Mini, nice early one. And that's what we're doing update. Just bringing it back to life for my daughter. So I'm also going to be doing a conversion on this. I'm going to be putting a header tank in off of a Cooper S and actually an uprated filler neck. So we're going to get rid of the filler neck, which is actually on the side of the engine, because the problem with these engines is they cook over really badly because they have the filler neck on the side of the head, so they hold no extra coolant whatsoever. So the minute you get a water leak, the head is basically the expansion bottle, which is like, yeah, well done BMW, because basically all that happens, all the water just drops out the head, warps the head. That's why you see loads of Minis with warped cylinders. So the easy way to stop that, what you do, you take the expansion bottle off the back of the engine bay, put an actual proper header tank in, and then you put the Cooper S pipes in around the side, which then gives it a head of water. So theoretically it can hold up to a litre, I think it is, behind the engine. So if you get a little bit of a water leak, you've got a bit of a buffer before you blow your engine up. So I'm going to be doing that as well. So yeah, things that you have to take off. I've already taken the power steering pump off, so if you've got power steering, you have to take the power steering pump off, because that bolts to the front of the engine and it bolts to the block, so that ties them together. And obviously if you are still got it in the car, you have to also take off the rear engine mount as well, and then that allows you to take the sump off. Very good on these, the bolts, they're not tucked up behind the flywheel, they're actually like right here, nice and accessible. So all we're going to do is just going to whip these out, crack that sump off, take it off, give it a good clean. Let's get to work. Right, let's get these off. Let's get this sump off. Buzz it off. Buzz it, buzz it. Boom. 1, 2, oh, that's long. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the 12. That's it. There she's boo, boo, boo. Get the hammer. And just thump that. Wah-wah! Straight through the bottom. 1, 2, we're loose, a bit loose. There she is. Ooh, she's not too bad. Look at that, a little bit golden inside. I wouldn't say that's too bad. Oh, and there's the gasket. The offending item. Are we wet on the outside? A little bit around here. Around here as well. I would say we have had a bit of seepage. Gosh, I will say though, that's gone like plastic. Yeah, look how hard that's gone. That is like rock hard. That's gone like plastic. I reckon that would snap. There is metal in it, but yeah, that's gone rock hard. There's got no give on the plastic, if you know what I mean. But there's metal in it, but it feels like plastic rather than rubber. Do you know what I mean? And that's why she's leaking. Yeah. Get that on there. Nasty. What we might do, give this a wipe over. Oh, that's nice. Well, it's got the bearing. It's got like a bearing ladder, like the old Evo reed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, come and have a look. That's quite impressive for a little mini engine.
Oh, God.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's built into the bottom of the engine.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've got the main bolts and you've got loads of other bolts.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait,
But the good thing is, because it's what?
Wait, over design the tiny engine.
Yeah, that's it. Well, what you call it? Oh, but there's no joints, so it's just continuous. So theoretically, you could put that on dry, and not worry about any leaks.
That's not bad.
Because unlike the Volkswagen stuff, where they have the end caps,
Yeah.
you get leaks between the end caps.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Well designed. Do you mind if I irritate the compound knob for a second?
Yeah, in a minute. All I'll do is I'm going to turn this over. Right, I'm going to turn this over, drain some fluid out of it. Going to put the actual. Get ready. We'll get ready with that. Get ready with that. Bosh it under there. Then we'll turn it over and we'll leave it for a little bit.
Hopefully you don't flood the pit.
You know, hopefully I don't dump those on in the pit. Right, here we go. I ain't got the bolt. Got to make sure it don't death roll. You said get me a bolt from somewhere, Reed. Behind. Got to be a bolt somewhere.
One of these?
Just anything. Just stick in there.
Like that?
That'll do. So it don't go death rolling on me.
You good?
Yeah, that'll do. We'll leave it like that. Right, let that drain out for a minute. Right, so sump is clean, which is here. Right here, I've cleaned all the sump off. She's nice and clean, ready to go back on. I've also cleaned both mating surfaces off with a bit of 180. Now, all that's left is to bolt it together. Simple as. Just check this quickly. So we've got it's like a metal gasket with rubber on each side. And theoretically, this goes on like that, and that one. And same with this side, it goes on like that, on there, like so. Then the sump goes on. Clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A long bolt which goes in there. Short bolt in there. Little bolt in there. Little bolt there. One in it. Push down. Basically, next job is to get a straight edge, and we have to straighten the sump to the block like so. One on that side, and we've got one on this side. there. Right, there they go. So that's them all tight, 31 newton meters. Game on, so that's all them done. So that's that done. Now what I'm going to do, flip it over. So that's all sweet. So, game on. So next thing to do would be to, gonna have a bit more of a clean. I might see about getting a water pump for it and then replacing the whole water pump. But we'll have a look into that, see how I feel with that. Because theoretically I have noticed that you have to take off. It doesn't feel gritty, it feels smooth. Yeah, so simple as. Yeah, so there you go. So you change your sump on an R50. It's pretty much the same on all minis as well. R50, r52 and r53. Bosh. Next thing to do is clean. I'm going to clean the aircon pump. That can go back on, and then what we'll then do is we will then have a good little clean up, because I want to do the rocker cover gasket as well, but I need to get some flywheel bolts, so that is a must do, and we'll go from there. All right, I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like and subscribe.